Welcome, gentlemen. This is for family men who are in their 40s, maybe 50s. They're career driven and they finally want to lose 20 plus pounds in the next 100 days while drastically reducing your risk of having a dad bod without doing restricted diets or punishing workouts. We want to hashtag no heart attacks. If you're in your 40s, you might be 50% done with this life, or even 80% or 40% done. And we want to make sure that we're protecting against all areas of health, not just the way you look, but what's under the hood in a sense. We also avoid a midlife crisis. Let's not do that. Let's evolve into something better. You are here because you want to stop being tired of being overweight. You want to lose weight the right way. You want to get rid of high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and any other potential chronic illnesses that you might have. Think of what family related illnesses you might be sustained to. Think of diabetes, heart attack, heart disease. All these things are real and they will impact you, and you'll see it in the next 5, 10, 20 years. Unfortunately, you might even have people around you starting to pass away. You want the right workout plan, the right nutrition plan that manages all the busyness in your everyday life. And you want to be able to implement it into your lifestyle that's full go. I always say this, I love this saying because it's true. We have so many problems every single day. But when you have a health problem, you have one problem, guys, and it's time for a change. Now, I had this one idea. I've done so many of these trainings time and again, and the question popped in my mind: how many men can I help with this one video of pure gold from coaching thousands of people over the last 23 plus years? That popped in my head, and here is what we got. So, who am I? I'm Coach Brian Piranha. I'm born in Akron, Ohio, still live here. A marathon runner. Fortunately, I got Boston in, raced triathlons, own CrossFit gyms, done a lot of strength training. I walk my dog with my wife, and she's my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 19 years at this point. 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 girl. My oldest just started driving. It's crazy. We love travel. We've been to all 50 states, multiple countries, continents. We love food. We love animals. We have 4 cats and a dog. There's a lot of us here. And two cool things. Sofia Renioso, an Olympian. We worked together in Tokyo and Paris. And then I took one of my personal training clients way back in the day in 2011 to the CrossFit Games, Betsy Finley. We actually went 3 times. She got first, second, and eighth place at the age of 60. I've transformed thousands of lives, and I'm here to do the same because this is what I love to do. Here's just a small example of guys that I've helped, a very, very subtle, small amount. If they did it, so can you. And they all have stories, they have names, they have strengths, they have weaknesses. They figured it out, but they took action. And the things that I'm going to share are revealed here in a moment. So, back to the one idea: fat loss in your 40s isn't willpower, motivation, or even suffering through crazy workouts. What it is, it's about systems, processes, building a lifestyle that works best for you in a busy day-to-day life. You've probably heard these things in your 40s, 50s about getting in shape and losing weight. Let's jump through a couple of them. Crazy diets, punishing workouts, taking care of myself is actually selfish. Yeah, most guys don't realize that if you're actually in poor health, you're actually doing a disservice to your family. Being healthy, being happy, and being confident in your body actually gives more back to your family. You just need more discipline, willpower, motivation. It's not going to be there. We need, again, systems, processes, and an environment that works. I don't have time. That's what everyone says. They're, in quotations, busy. Well, we need to make sure that we're doing small, specific things that make momentum happen and start to actually create real transformation for you. I'll start when work slows down. Good luck. I hear retirement is even busier than a normal everyday life. I'm in my 40s. I realize how fast time flies by, and it's crazy. I put my head on the pillow. Holy cow, I'm here again. What happened to the day? So life's speeding up. I love this one. I already know what to do. I just need to do it. Well, if you did the things that you knew you need to do, we wouldn't even be here. You would be focus on other problems and finding solutions to them. But here we are. Coaching, accountability, structure, routine, turning knowledge into action is what I am all about and do a really good job at. Now, the real truth of transformation is every year after your 40s, you're losing 2 to 3% of your metabolism, your muscle mass. You are going to lose that over time. We want to preserve it as much as possible. We don't need magic pills, supplements. We don't need to do crazy lifestyle overhaul. We're looking at minimum effective doses. What are the 3 to 5 things that are going to move the needle the most? 90%. And lastly, you don't need to skip out on pizza night or happy hours or vacations or get up at crazy hour, because that's just not what it is. Now, the meat and potatoes, so to speak. This is the exact system I use with my guys in my program, The Call to Rise. They use this every day to lose 20 plus pounds in 100 days or so. And it works. We don't need to overcomplicate this. Here's some examples more. These are messages that I share with my guys. I'm in heavy communication with them, and you can see they actually make a lot of progress. So the one guy's down 30 pounds. That's 3 watermelons. Could you imagine walking around and carrying 3 watermelons? Well, chances are you probably are. I've made this training as simple and easy as I can. Take notes, right now. We're jumping in. Step 1. These are the basic things that you have to use all the time. 10K steps, 2 to 3 workouts in a week. I gave you some right here. There's a home workout, a gym workout, and if you want some of these protocols, they're in the Rise 72. It's a 3-day kickstart that, again, is free protocol that you can totally use and coincide with this as well. There's some tech support and all in there as well with me, but check it out if you're interested in that link. The next thing you need to do is nutrition. I go heavy and hard in nutrition because most guys will work out, but they don't understand food. They used to be able to eat whatever, now they can't. We need 100 ounces or more of liquid. We need anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 calories, depending on your body size. As far as if most guys are going to eat about 1,800 and thrive, 1,800 and less, 10K steps or more, makes a lot of progress, a lot of sense. As far as meal frequency goes, we're looking to have structure around 3 to 4 meals. That's honestly what most people are ever going to eat all the time, whether you call it a snack or a lunch or dinner, whatever, late night. 3 to 4 times you're eating. About 3 to 5 hours apart, because after 5 or 6, 7 hours, you're getting hungry, hangry even, and you're going to end up overeating because you're probably not prepared around having food prepped or be ready or even think about what am I eating next. And on average, if we were to say equally split it, about 400 to 500 calories is going to work really well. Again, some of this protocol is in the Rise 72, but I'm literally laying it out here. If you do macros and track calories, here you go. Take a screenshot. This is where the second or third layer deep into the process works, and educating yourself around what's in the food that you eat. How do we build meals? Well, here is what the majority of the meals say that 90%, 80% of the time you need to have to make major progress. 6 to 7 ounces of a protein. There's some examples. 3 to 4 fistfuls of vegetables, literally lots of vegetables. There's some examples. And then about a cup of a starchy carb. You do that 3 times a day, you're going to be in really good health. Again, there's a little bit deeper protocol in the Rise 72, but I'm laying it out here. And if you want more, I have a high protein meal Google Doc that I can give you. You just have to say, hey, I want your Google Doc for the high protein meals. I'll send it right over, because it's not information. You can get that anywhere. It's implementation, and that's so important. I love this picture. It really gives us the light of what we're doing. We have a quarter protein, a quarter starch, and half the plate full of what I call fibrous carb or a vegetable. Works amazing. So if your meals look like what's on the screen here, it's going to work for you really, really well. Now, step 3 is The simple, but now we're at the not easy part, is fitting into your day-to-day life. All right. That's on you to figure out. Now that's where I come in, and that's where I work my magic and have done. I've literally had thousands and thousands of conversations, even more text messages, helping people figure out how to implement this stuff into their day-to-day, because it is simple. Literally, those things are the basics that you need to do. My goal for this video, this training for you specifically, is that you take this information and apply it. Then come back to me in a couple of weeks and be like, Brian, this was amazing, transformative. I'm seeing my body melt away. And I will high five you through the DMs, as they say, and congratulate you for taking action. But if you're that person, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it, then here's the path that I've just shown you. You know what's possible. You know how simple it can be to actually make real success. But you've already started to get some real value out of this, I hope. And like literally, these are the meat and potatoes of how I coach my clients and get great success on repeat. But let's be honest, it's not what the thing is, it's how to actually do the work. That's what it is. And you don't want more information. Again, Google, AI, all this stuff will do that, but it's not going to put it in a package that makes sense for you to actually get and see the results you're looking for. Here's some scientific studies. We see that people regain weight after they've they lost a bunch of it. And they go through this cycle of losing and gaining and losing and gaining. Maybe you've been in that cycle too. You will regain it if you don't have better processes, structures, routines, habits, awareness around what you're doing. And you see the meta-analysis, a large study that says 29 of them were studied, that over half of the people lost their weight within 2 years. They regained over half of it back. And in 5 years, they gained 80% of the weight back. That's sad. And in our American culture, it's not a weight loss issue, it's a weight maintenance issue. And that's what I'm here to create. Now, check this study out. In 2012, this study showed that the people lost over an average of 9%, 10% of their body in a short time frame of 24 weeks. And they did it while having a coach. And people in a peer group, like you go to the workout class and your buddies are there, and they were effective, but not near as effective as working with a professional. And why does that work? Well, here's a couple highlighted things: personalized accountability, behavior change, systems and process of how to get that support in your everyday, motivation and psychological and physiological components to this. There's tailored feedback. Literally, I am best. My coaching works best when you're getting results. Physical activities increase. There's ability to understand technology. And here's some more examples of not only the guys that have changed and transformed, but the things that they learned along the way. And that's so important, from obviously reducing belly fat, better time management, learning how to eat food, eat the right foods in the right time at the right amount, being really accountable, radical accountability to you and the other guys that are in the program, and getting energy. Who can't do with more energy? The Call to Rise, that's the program. And what is it? Well, it's a 100-day challenge. Our goal is to lose 20 plus pounds of weight. Maybe you don't need to lose weight, but you want to get better and healthier and understand nutrition. Great. But the goal is, like, let's radically change our bodies. There's a custom meal plan for each individual person. You have a template that I just showed you of what it is, but then you and I would actually go through the process and understand what to do, how to do it. There's custom fitness plans as well that I break it down what's going to work best for you. Not every body is the same, and they have different situations. More kids, less kids. Travel a lot, don't. They work a lot, they might not work so much. It's everyone's individual, but we come together collectively. There are weekly challenges to keep you engaged and excited, and do different fun workouts. Quarterly assessments with me that are going to ensure that you're getting the results that you want and need. That's so important that we tailor this approach and you have hand in hand processes and systems and support along the way. That's where the brotherhood comes in. All the other like-minded guys that are driven and successful in career and family, but haven't figured out how to make success work in their bodies. That's the sad part. Highly successful guys, but they're still 40 pounds overweight, and so glad you're going to use all that retirement on taking care of your body and healthcare. Let's not do that. So the brotherhood has your back, as do I. There's a money back guarantee that if you do the work and you still don't get the results, you get your money back, because that's how much I'm invested in the guys that I work with and the processes we go through. Radical support accountability through me. I've been doing this for 23 years. This is the only thing I've done in my whole career is help people improve their health. There's the website on the little phone there. You can go to thecalltorise.com and check it out. There's so many questions, so many answers on that. If this sounds appealing and you do want some extra support beyond just being told exactly, it gave you pure gold on what you need to do to be successful the rest of your life. If you need some support figuring out how to do it, check out the website, thecalltorise.com, and hopefully I'll see you there. There will be why am I glitching here? There's going to be a form that you'll fill out to go through and fill out. And that's something that you and I will then talk through on a phone call. There is a way to schedule with me as well to better understand your situation and make sure that you are a good fit for the program and I'm a good fit for you. That's super important because I don't just bring anyone in. It's selective people that I believe I can help the most. And hopefully that's you. Thecalltorise.com. Hopefully I'll see you on the inside.